Hey, that's pretty good. Gotta watch it with this goatee shit. I'm starting to look like Mr. Enter. Alrighty. Fuck. Welcome to the Pleb stream. It's been a while, and I literally have not touched this since the last one. It's been almost a month. It's not a good way to get stuff done. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. This is literally the last page I did on stream. Anyways, let's get some music going in here. Low. Yeah. That hopefully won't get me taken down. I don't think it will. I just want to chill stream. I want to cut the music if anyone joins the call. I'm not expecting that today. It's Matt's birthday. Happy birthday, Matt. And him and Mitzi are busy. Chris is busy of her own stuff too. I don't know what her availability today is. Honest to God, the only person I could see hopping into chat today would be Zach, which is a rare treat. But we'll see. That's why I got the music going for this one, though, and we're gonna continue just where we left off. I know what these pages need to be, but as always, I'm kind of improvising it and winging it. And I hope that music isn't too loud. Let me check OBS. No, I should be louder than it, but just for safety measures, I'll put the desktop audio down just a bit. In fact, I can test it on here. Just for safety measures, I'll put the desktop audio down just a bit. It sounds fine. Yeah, it's just a Sonic playlist. Fight me, even if you hate the series, the music's fucking great. I was thinking that this and Dragon Quest are like my go-to for streams. Honest to God though, fucking Mario would be great too. Let's create a background, honestly. More detailed background in this shot. Still one of my backgrounds. Put some grass there. Separate the sidewalk from everything else. Actually, I need to refer to some previous pages real quick. They did open this playlist that opened up with like one of the best tracks they ever made. It's really good. I really like it. Okay, just the sidewalk is fine. Oh, please dash out. There we go. Rooftop Run, also fucking amazing track. Amazing level from a pretty solid game. That'll be for next year's Halloween Spiny Norman. Just kind of leave the house dark, actually. I like show where the bushes are for this shot. Let's finally show like a neighbor's house. Like a little anthill. We'll even give them like a little flag. Yeah. Perfect. And then honestly, the sky can just be painted onto that layer. That background's for a different video, a very minimalistic background. My phone telling me about the weather we're having. Oh boy. Oh, what the fuck am I doing with that grass? It's supposed to be a road. Jeez. It's all good. Severely underslept today. I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. And then I went into work for my 5 a.m. shift. This will help.
Greetings, plebeian.
Plebeian. Stream sucks. Bring back Chris. Hey, I thought I had you blocked. Hi, Mitzi.
Hi.
How's it
Matt's
going?
on an adventure to the mailbox, and
Oh,
so
boy.
I'm just here because I didn't want to get up from the position I was laying in.
Well, how are you? How are you doing? I know I just talked to you last night, but how's Texas?
I am fabulous. Texas is fabulous. I'm having a good time.
That's great.
That is grape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys are enjoying Texas. I'm reminiscing on Texas as I make my stupid video.
Reminiscent.
That should have been done a long time ago. The line work in this was not done properly. Where did I go wrong? Oh well, it's staying. I'm not changing it. This shot's just gonna have weird outlines. Pleb! Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Chris is. They're still busy moving into their new place, probably. Yeah, I haven't worked on Pleb in like a month, and I was just like, man, it's another instance of like I could have been done by now if like I didn't stop for another month. This issue would have been done because it's so fucking close. Like honest to God, I think if I like did more than a single page, I could be done with this. And I could be done with this. Like I have today and tomorrow my day off, so I could be done with it within the next day. But then I could basically be a majority of what I'm working on. Sadie! Come on now. What have you guys been up to today?
We're just watching movies because we've got nothing to do this morning, but or later we're gonna be meeting up with like his friends and his family and all that stuff.
Oh, nice.
Birthday.
Yeah, I did I did a happy birthday on stream for Matt, but it was obviously was unheard because I said it the second I started the stream. But
Yeah.
I sent a SpongeBob GIF though earlier, so we're all good. You know, I gave that background color severe Steve more like severe sleep. You know,
Severe Steve is asleep
I was bitching
for
about
now.
how tired I was before you guys hopped on.
What the fuck are you doing on that street? Jesus Christ, you legitimately scared me for a second. Jesus. You give me a fucking heart attack, that's what. And then you will have no partner.
That's not supposed to happen until you're 50.
Yeah.
Oh, how did he shoot it again earlier? Who messaged me? Who? It's Joe Taro.
Freaking Wawa. I can't actually see Pleb. I should open up the stream.
I did fuck up. I mean, it's not that big of a fuck up because the solution's easy, but like, I mean, I think I wanted this shot black and white, and I already colored the background in, but I can easily grayscale it. It's just kind of a waste of time. I was gonna look at how Pleb shot his lightning attack in a previous page because I remember him pointing, but no, he didn't point. He just kind of has his hand out. He's just shooting it from his hand. What movies did you guys watch today?
We wa- Fuck if I can remember the names. Matt! We watched Halloween 3, and then it was another one, and I haven't been able to remember the second one, the name of it. Redneck Vampires.
Oh, nice. Honestly,
Something about redneck vampires.
for my next movie night, I really can't think of a horror movie I want to show. Um, because I mean, honestly, most of the horror movies I could think of are probably ones that everyone has seen already. But
Maybe just something with a spooky vibe.
well, I do have two things in mind for that, and neither of them are even remotely Halloween related, but both of them have some uh intimidating moments.
Ooh.
One is just I kind of, honest to God, I might just show that fucking internet historian video I keep talking about because I think it's like a legitimately well made documentary. It's only an hour long and it's fucking good. I'd like to watch that again, and I think you guys would like it. And there is something very hard to watch about it. There is like something very like unsettling about it. It's a situation that you would not want to be in yourself, kind of
What
deal.
is the video?
It is called Man in Cave.
Man in Cave.
Yes.
Well,
Um,
I certainly want to be a situation where I'm a man in a cave, unless
but
I'm going spelunking.
the other one is just one that I would keep talking about showing is Prince of Egypt. Like, there's nothing horror related in that movie, really, but there's,
Oh,
like, unsettling shit. There's a plague.
yeah, there is a plague. That's in the Bible.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff I want to show for movie night, though. Like, I have, like, a list of stuff that I'm just like, oh, I really want to fucking show this. I just gotta find the right time, too.
Um, so what about a man in a cave? What happens to the man in the cave?
I don't want to spoil anything for that video. That's like
Does he die?
that one is like reveal after reveal. Like it's a wild ride.
I finally watched it.
Oh, you
Matt
did
watched.
watch it? Oh, okay. I am less likely gonna show that now then.
I'll have to.
Because Matt was the main person I was showing that for. I think you and Chris would like it fine, but Matt was my main subject for that.
That's the main
What did
attraction.
What did you think of it, Matt?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't like I honestly it could be my favorite video of his. It's definitely his least funny, but it's like intentionally his least funny. Like, and it still has humor in it, but it's like probably the most straightforward, like straight he's ever played a video before.
Oh yeah.
But I love the change of pace.
Also, can we talk about the internet historian to regular historian pipeline? Because it happened to internet historian. It also happened to Frederick Newton. They all started out doing like internet stuff, and now they're just doing like regular weird stories from history.
I think that most of them still, in a way, connect to the internet. Not the, I forget the name of it. The ship that sunk was definitely not one. But then, like, the Area 51 raid, that was heavily
Yeah.
like internet, and that was like the one that he released before the cave, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then No Man's Sky would say works as like an internet story. COVID could work as an internet story. I mean, it's not just the internet specifically, but it's like, I mean, it's what we were all looking up shit on as this was happening. We were
Well, when
all,
you think about it, internet's pretty young, so
Yeah.
there's only so much history you can cover with it. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's also, I mean, it's definitely a good call to like widen that horizon because like the cave, I do genuinely think the cave is like, I think it's his best video.
Yeah, it was. Um, the thing about that story is, I'm pretty sure it was the inspiration for the movie Ace in the Hole.
Oh yeah.
There's like a lot of similarities between the two, because that's a movie about a reporter who goes to cover like a guy trapped in a hole
Uh huh.
in
Holes.
a very similar manner, or in a cave, in a very similar manner. And it's about like the frenzy that erupts
Yeah.
from that.
Is it a good
I
movie?
don't think I would be trapped in a hole.
God damn, who stars on that? I can see his face.
I do like.
Imagine his powers right now.
I do like how.
His
the-
human IMDb powers.
I did like how in the internet historian video, like he got like the different YouTubers not only voice the characters, but he like basically put them like Photoshop animated their bodies for the whole thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. No, the guy in the hole, Windigoon, he's like commented on videos before. I'm like, oh, that's neat. I've seen some of his stuff. He's an interesting guy.
The only person there I was familiar with was Rusty Cage.
I recognize some of the other guys from Internet Historians videos.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Rusty Cage I was not expecting to see pop up, but I think he worked for the part he was given.
Hmm.
I keep having to look at references because I don't draw my fucking characters enough.
I think we're close to another Frederick Woodson video. He tweeted something about it the other day.
He uploaded.
He did.
Yeah. I sent it to my cousin the second he did because my cousin's the one who introduced me to it. What was it again? It was, I think it was like, oh man, it had something to do with like naming animals. Like how certain animals got their names. I'm honestly, it's kind of a blur to me from that night.
Hold on, I'm looking.
I do like his videos. They're funny. I'm only like recently. I was introduced like a month before he came back.
Does he explain why the word peacock has the word pea and cock in it? Worst named animal. Saddest, most.
I don't see a new Frederick Knudsen video. The newest one here is from a year ago.
Am
Also, it's
I
like all
am I
hand wrestling.
naming the wrong person? Hold on.
Down the rabbit hole.
I am an idiot. I was thinking of someone completely fucking different. I don't know. It's just because he makes like documentary, like kind of documentary stuff. They're not even really documentary stuff. They're almost like, more like grade A under A's videos. I just like them better. But you said he just recently said he was back and he disappeared for 2 years, so I just immediately associated that person. I think his name's Frederick too. So yeah, I think I'm just naming the wrong person. Down the rabbit hole. Let's see. I like Down the Rabbit Hole, but I don't like. Sometimes he'll make a video that I can't get invested in.
The last one was kind of odd, the Battle of May Island, but
Didn't watch that. I tried watching Deep Blue and I stopped.
I was really actually fascinated by the
I
Deep Blue. Oh,
want to give it a second go. I don't think that.
it's interesting to me.
Yeah, I think it's like another one of those things where some of his videos I would just try to listen to the audio and you can't do that with his videos. Same thing with Internet Historian. You don't listen to Internet Historian's videos, you watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like, I love Down the Rabbit Hole's Spoonie video, and I think I've only listened to that one, but it's an easy one to follow because it's not. It's just talking about fucking Spoonie, you know? It's not. That and, like, Wings of Redemption were not hard to follow, just listening to audio. Temple OS, same thing, which Austin named a chow after.
Yes.
Temple OS was definitely more complicated than fucking Spoonie, though. Alrighty. Well, need other insects to be reacting all shocked to what's happening in this shit. It looks like Kermit. Okay, now he looks like a bug.
The world of chess has been rocked by the biggest scandal in years after a player allegedly used wireless anal beads and its vibrations to signal his next move.
Huh.
For the record, Michael, I can't read your comment anymore since you blocked me. You said you were blocking me, but then when I went to open the comment, it was like, you can't read this comment.
No, I just said, what did your original comment say? That'll help me remember what I said.
I said, I'm so fucked up, I order my eggs sunny side down.
Oh yeah, my comment said blocked. That's too fucked up for me.
I said I'm pretty sure that's just over easy.
I'll unblock you eventually, Matt. I just need some time to recover. I'm like Amy Schumer at the Oscars. It was really too much for me.
It was dramatic.
I think it's way funnier if you just have me blocked on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean,
who wouldn't want to see tweets?
I was originally just gonna leave the comment, and then I was like, it's not nearly as funny if I don't actually block Matt. And I don't use Twitter enough to where I think it matters that much.
See, I'll like hit the block button and then take a screenshot of it's like, oh, are you sure you want to block this person? And I'll just take a screenshot of that and reply with the screenshot.
Are you sure?
But I go all the way. I fucking block you.
Michael took the joke to the next level. He's not a pussy.
I think it's fun. It's like, yeah, we're friends. We do all this stuff together. We have a podcast together. Blocked on Twitter.
I mean, it's honest to God. Maybe it's just it's better that way because I don't respect people on Twitter. So now it's like, okay, now
Now you can still respect Matt to some degree.
Because I can just pretend he's not there. Oh man. I'll just color them improperly in grayscale so the shades are at least right. I like the fly with glasses. That's a good drawing. The rest of them are no good.
I got a cat on my lap.
You got a cat on your lap?
It's Mitzi. It's not a cat. It's Mitzi.
There's so many cats in your development. I actually didn't see many cats while I was there, but I know you had like a cat going around and about.
Yeah, there's a black and white cat that pops up from time to time that really likes to rub itself on my legs, which has resulted in it getting stepped on more than once. But like, I'll like get back to my apartment and invite the cat inside, and the cat like doesn't want to come inside.
Cats are weird like that.
And it won't. Like, if I try to give it a treat, it won't take the treat. In fact, it'll knock the treat out of my hand.
Yeah, I remember.
Need this.
There was like
basic.
Somewhere we went on vacation. The entire area was like infested with cats, and you were not supposed to feed them. Although there was someone who was like who worked there who actually would feed them. But they didn't want other people feeding them, and you're not really supposed to interact with them. Is basically what it is. I think they had a mutual thing going with the cats because they took care of like other problems for them, like mainly rodent related problems. But
That's with my VPN.
But yeah, there was just fucking cats everywhere, and we befriended one that we named Javier.
Javier.
I even have multiple Javier montages that I put in like our family vacation video. I'll send the Javier montages over so you guys can be introduced to the legend that was Javier. But we're not really supposed to interact with them that much. We would pet Javier because most of them didn't even want anything to fucking do with you. Most of them would run if they saw you come. But Javier was chill all the fucking time. So we actually did pet Javier. And they gave them food even though we weren't supposed to and all that fun junk. But the one thing I was against, the one that I thought was a step over the line, is when my sister's boyfriend invited Javi into the house.
Oh.
Because when Javi came into the house and they shut the door, he did not like that. He was like running all over the place. He was freaking the fuck out, and then they opened the door and he got out. Cause yeah, and I was just the whole time hoping that no one who worked there would see would see what was happening. Cause I didn't want to get in fucking trouble.
Hmm. We got to feed the ducks yesterday. We gave
Nice.
them corn. There were so many of them.
There are more ducks this year than there usually are.
I have a couple of like pictures from our trip where there was just like a huge group of them underneath the lounging chairs by the pools.
Mm.
It was mainly just like one adult duck and then a bunch of ducklings, but
Yeah. Matt has like these turkey ducks around that look like they're
yeah.
half turkey duck.
It's funny. I was just listening to me and you talk about that yesterday from again reviewing the footage from the Texas vlog.
Ah.
I say it's the infamous turkey fucker is going around.
Turkey duck.
Turkey duck.
Now it just needs to fuck a chicken, and then it'll be a 3-in-1 turducken.
Yeah.
The complete package in one.
It's too dark.
It is Matt's date of birth.
Yes. Happy birthday, Matt. I think I wished you on stream, but before I really started anything, and sent you the GIF. But here's another to your audibly to your face. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Pin the tail on a seahorse.
Pin the tail on the seahorse. Why am I getting fucking notifications on the fucking weather still? Oh man. It's taking me too long to do this shot. But I must keep going.
You must.
Nope,
You
that's
must
not.
complete the pleb.
Must complete the pleb. Let's zoom in on that hand.
Delicious.
Oh, the meat gem?
Fry that baby up.
Fry up the meat rock.
The meat rock.
The meat rock. tree that owns itself. A tree that owns itself is a white oak tree, widely assumed to have legal ownership of itself and all the land within 8 feet of its base.
Oh.
The trees can own property now.
Good. There we go.
If you want to buy the land, you have to make a deal with the tree.
Yeah. You gotta ask the Fae. The Fae spirits that live within the tree. Look at all these new unicorno. Look at how good they look. I love them. This one's a castle. This raccoon's got some big feet for like no reason.
The raccoon?
Yeah, I just saw a raccoon and picture a raccoon with huge feet. Raccoon's got huge feet.
Hmm.
Like Waboo.
Waboo. Oh, man. I still remember the fucking Waboo live stream.
It's always Waboo, never YA.
That was definitely like early phase of me and Matt's friendship. Like we were very well acquainted by then. We had recorded multiple things together.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also probably before that Scribble Duckcast.
Well, yeah, no, because I did that stream from my parents' house, and Scribble I did here. So.
Because you moved into your new place like right when COVID hit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had moved into my place like a couple days before that, like 2 weeks before that.
Yeah, it was like, that you had that, and then like Milo was born like a week or two before that hit. Not the best time and all that stuff, but it all worked out.
Five sauces in them.
Alrighty.
So how close are you to completing Pleb?
Issue 1. There is no more dialogue in this issue. That's how close. Pleb's final line, like the final line that has been said by any character, has already been done. But I do have a few pages still.
I should record my lines.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna record Stuart, because Stuart, I'm at least trying Stuart for Pleb. And I was gonna record them in person with him, and I just completely fucking forgot about it. We recorded a lot of stuff, though.
I was gonna record my lines the same time I recorded my cameo for the Sonic Adventure 2 video, but then I forgot, and it was right before I hopped on to stream, so I'm like, I do not have time to record those lines. I'm just gonna film the footage Michael needs right now.
I'd like to possibly hop in calls when you guys are recording lines for this, just so I can give like a little bit of direction, but at the same time, this is like something that you guys are another thing that you guys are doing for free. So it's like, and it's not like Nelman or Dungeons and Duckies where you're directly involved in its production. So it's like, if you want to just record on your own time, I'm not gonna take issue with that.
I'll do anything for free so long as I get to be the little leech that I am.
You're not a leech, you're an assistant. You're a helper.
What? Did you just flick something off of me?
Yes.
What was it?
Like a popcorn kernel. Actually, you just moved over here.
Oh, I like this.
I do wish I got more done on Pleb done this year, but I mean, it's just hard to fit everything in. I guess I should just be happy that by the end of the year I'll definitely have a issue complete. I'd like to have a good chunk of issue 2 done by the end of the year. Realistically, I'm not gonna be on issue 3 by the end of the year, especially with how long this one took. And issue 2 is gonna be.
You want to see a picture of Nathan Fielder holding that cursed pencil from SpongeBob?
Sure. I learned something about the rehearsal that is almost like really disappointing to me.
There he is.
Because I had always known that his stuff included both real people and actors. Like, some people are actors that you aren't even aware as actors. It's been like that since Nathan For You. But what I just recently learned is Angela, in the rehearsal, she was an actor the whole time.
Really?
Yeah, like, she was, and to me it's like, the show is still really good, but I almost wish I didn't know that, I feel like it kills some of the magic of that show.
So even the one that she was supposed to be rehearsing with?
Yeah, and a lot of the people who interacted with that were real people, but Angela herself, yeah, she was apparently just an actor. That's what I read, at least. Because when I first heard that, I was thinking like someone misread something because there was an actor to play Angela.
Yes.
But no, I think that, I mean, like I said, Nathan Fielder has always done that in his shows, where some people are actors and some people aren't. At the end of the day, it's about making a entertaining show over making like a show where everything in it is real. But yeah, Angela was a pretty big one.
Probably not as insane.
I mean, I'm less worried about her. I'm less worried about her repopulating now.
Yeah. Oh my god, I just remembered I need to show... Matt, we need to watch Santa Clarita Diet together. I loved that show.
Okay. The thing about Shu and Drew is, like, I wrote the script for the first issue, and I'm like, it's a kind of short script. But now I'm drawing it, and it's like, I'm already on, like, page 11 or something. I'm on, like, page 13, and I'm barely, like, a third of the way through the script.
Well, it's different when you gotta draw something for the part of the script,
Another thing is,
seeing it all condensed down into just the words is different than if you gotta add the pictures to it.
Here's the thing, and I'm kind of used to, like, film, where, like, a page of dialogue is usually about a minute, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, if you were to play this script out on television, it'd be like a 15-minute episode.
Mm-hmm.
But you put it in comic form, and it's like, oh my god, it's so long.
Yeah, it's kind of like the... Yeah, I mean, I feel that with Pleb, too, honestly. It's just, like, a big part of it, too, is thinking, like, I write a very simple action down, and then it's like I have to dedicate a whole page to that. Like over here on this page. Now these were easy drawings to do because it's just close-ups on his head for the most part. But I have a shot where Pleb is about to do something violent and then reconsiders for a second. That's all the line said. And there, it's a whole page. Like, it's one line that had to get its own page.
You can keep talking to Michael via my phone. I'm going to use the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, like every single line is probably going to be its own panel, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, sometimes I do plaster a bunch.
it's on a page. Actually, wait, no, like 8 panels on a page. But still, that's like 8 lines in a page, and even fewer if you need characters to like pause or do something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I don't know, it's frustrating. uh but I mean, if you can get like really hooked, if you can get into like a good pattern of it, it's a lot better. Like this page has been so far a pain to draw, but it's also been a month since I've worked on Pleb. So it's kind of just like I'm trying to get back into the groove of it. Like I have not like if I get into the groove of it, like I would have drawn a lot more by now. But I'm like checking references for what I drew. I'm also just like, oh god, this is gonna take for fucking ever. But the more you do it, the more you get into a pattern of doing it, the less you start to worry about that like taking so long because you're starting to see progress. So you're starting to say, okay, like this is what it feels like to get something done. Let's keep getting it done. But then all you have to do is miss one day, and it's like that's happened a lot throughout Pleb issue 1 is I had a good pattern going and then I miss one day and then I'm just done for a month and it's a bad cycle. I need fingers.
Like I've been pretty consistent like every other day.
Mm-hmm. Every other day is also fine, but like basically a pattern, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean like it's good to like make a habit of it
Yeah.
if you want to get it done.
I guess that's what's
'Cause
like working. Go ahead.
I'm only about halfway through the script for issue 3, but I just want to see like how long it's gonna take to make like a normal issue.
Yeah.
And the answer is a lot longer than I thought.
I will say the one thing that like where making these guys insects is really paying off is this shot right here where I need them all pointing at Pleb because they can be really fucking simplistic. In my head, I was like, this shot is gonna be such a pain in the ass, and now that I'm actually doing, it's like, oh yeah, they all have like little stick arms. This is really easy, and it doesn't even like look out of place. Like this works. All right, there's Pleb getting pointed at. Because a lot of this scene is like what I'm drawing right now is going like directly into the fucking dub. Like it's being drawn with the dub in mind. I think it will be legible and easy to follow without listening to the dub. But I mean, I literally know the music I'm going to be playing here in the dub. Oh, stream sucks. Bring back Chris. Miscellaneous. Is that Mitzi's new YouTube page?
It's the one that they are currently connected to.
That's a good username. Honestly, that's actually a pretty good username. I like it. But fuck you for saying my stream sucks. I'm gonna block you.
Oh no.
That's a big threat. Matt knows. Matt knows I'm not joking. Okay, now I just need to copy and paste one of my pleb shots. But yeah, I do miss Chris. Chris is busy right now. But they sent a message to our group chat today, so maybe they'll be back soon.
Yeah, no, they all made it to where they were going.
Drawing
Yeah.
more.
So we should be hearing more from them soon. Hopefully, Chris will be back.
Yep.
I'm gonna get actually finished with my, like, at least most of, like, my Nelman script, the episode I'm supposed to be doing.
Honestly, I haven't done a lot of my episode either. It took me forever to write episode 1, and now I'm on my next episode, and it's taking me forever too. I think Matt's the only one who's capable of writing in a timely manner.
I'm planning on cracking down on it when I'm on the plane ride home.
Nice.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
I've said that before.
You know.
Although actually, last plane ride I did write quite a bit for Shu and Drew issue 3.
Yeah. But the only thing I can remember that I have is just the scene where they make Sylvia, and I just throw in a clone pie joke where Delman says, "I like magic man."
I have
I have like the setup written down for like before they go to Sanitaria. I have like that written down. Like the interaction with Marcus and all that kind of stuff.
You know what? I was thinking about it now. I'm gonna actually real quickly release the new 3D Blast episode because it's been like 2 days since the last one, I think. Right?
Well, yesterday you did co-op, so...
Yeah, I'll make this one go public now.
The problem I had was, like anytime it was, like, Too Tough Tony, I knew exactly what they were saying. It just all just came to me. And then I get to Boris, and I'm like, what are they doing with Boris? Jeez.
You just gotta write something. And
yeah. My problem is, like, I'm so worried about making it funny. I'm like, I want to make everything funny, and I'm like, I can't do that. I have to just write down the first thing that comes to mind because I'm worried about making it funny later.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it is one of those things that you can't really force. Like, you gotta write what you can write. And
a Too Tough crew, because I can just put them in a situation and just, like, instantly it's funny.
Yeah.
I do think I need to,
I'm like, I need something for these two to be doing in this scene. They're talking to a shady pet dealer.
Yeah, no, they're fun characters.
My problem is, like, my writing process is I just get a scene randomly in my head, and I write everything else around that scene.
No, that's how it works.
I just need to, The new episode of 3D Blast is probably my favorite one so far, just because the conversations are really interesting in that one to me. But the follow-up episode is a good one too. The only thing is it ends in a way... like, Mitzi had an edit request for the ending. And I decided to go all out with it.
Wait, what was my request?
You know what? Just wait and see.
I completely forgot what I said.
Yeah, I mean, it's based on something that was said in the episode, so I'm not surprised you forgot. It's been a while.
It was...
I think you'll appreciate it.
I think my crowning achievement is pulling Mackle claws out of my ass in like 2 seconds. I'm like, what's like a goofy kind of like Channel Awesome sounding character? Man, Claus.
It works too because Doug has like reused that like name for a character before because there's Santa Christ, but then there's also Awesome Claus, which was an exceptionally shitty joke, but it was in his Eight Crazy Nights review. Which I actually like that video,
I have been
but the,
treated poorly by the chip cans. I have been treated with nothing but malice and hatred.
Off nicely? Oh, it gets stabbed.
Why don't we just stop the chips? They're fragile. They're not supposed to break till they get in my mouth. Look at what you've done now. That's your fault. No.
Give me the ink chip.
But yeah, the thing with like Pleb is like there is some shit I'm really excited to like write and like some stories that I'm doing with this series. I'm like really excited to tell. Uh, and I don't even think that there's like I'm right. I don't think there's a single issue that I've come up with so far because I've come up with a lot of issues for Pleb where it's like, oh, I have to get through this one. Like I think issue 2 is going to be a lot of fun. I really like the idea I came up with for issue 2, but it's just I'm always excited for like something different. I'm always excited like for like oh I'm this is going to be fun, but man, I can't wait to introduce this character. But like there is like there is going to be some fun twists and turns in this series. And there's going to be some characters like you don't really you know very little of the main cast in issue 1. Like I mean very fucking little.
Made of electricity?
Hmm?
You left every light on.
Oh. I was confused by your question at first. I'm like, well, a little bit of each of us is kind. We've all got electrical currents running through us. You know, that's how your brain works. Don't let me stop you from drinking if you want to do that. You're kind of just standing around with me.
I know. I'm fine with that.
Mm.
I'd say issue 2 is going to be a shorter story, but it's going to contain shots that are significantly harder to draw. Because there's like actually like fight scenes in issue 2 more than I would even say more than 1. But and it's gonna be my first attempt at drawing the shit. I'm also like having characters that use weapons in issue 2, so it's not just this shitty lightning thing I keep drawing.
I have like my drawing stuff is with me right now, but I could be drawing. I have like some pencils and my mini notebook.
I would like to do more drawing on paper. It's just
Also got some sheets of paper and Folder.
What did you mean by your identity has been stolen, Mitsu?
They mean I was the one who posted the other comment.
Oh, okay. Big reveal. Alrighty. Well, I don't think you would, but if you guys got stuff that you want to do, don't stay here on my accord. Because I'm just going to be doing this for like a while.
I think Matt wanted to show me another movie, right?
Yeah.
What movie did you want to show?
Captain Clegg.
Sounds like something Michael would come up with.
Captain Clegg. I do need to like watch how I name my characters because it's gonna become too much of a habit. Like Blombus, Bleambus, and Blumbus is a problem, I think. Not Bleambus, Bleambo. But still, that's pretty close. But I like the names I came up with in Pleb and Nelman.
A lot of the Nelman characters have like pretty normal names, you know?
Yeah. They're just like based on people that I like know for the most part. Just the names, not really the people. The like the Darrell I know isn't very similar to the character. The Eddie I know, I think our version of Eddie is much cooler than the Eddie I knew. Sylvia I just like. I never knew a Sylvia. Then Nelman is more in the name and territory of my other characters. It sounds a little bit more like a real name, though, than like Bleembo or Slippin'.
I don't know, I'd buy Slippin'.
You know, people named named Slippin'.
I've drawn more creatures.
So Pleb's supposed to be closing his eye in that shot. It's gonna look weird, probably. Do not draw that line on the right frame. Or layer. I will say in both Pleb and Nelman, we're gonna hit like characters where I have no idea who's gonna fucking voice them. Like, honestly, if Darrell was still a contact that I had, Darrell would be a great person to voice Darrell. If you look at that web series that we have, like, I could definitely, he's playing a comedic role in that web series, but he definitely has a deep enough voice where it's like, yeah, he could work really well as Darrell. And I think Chris, even as Chris's voice continues to change, Chris could be David. Because, I mean, it probably goes without saying I don't want a white person to voice David or Darrell. But I also, like, I have my friend Tariq, I have Chris, and then, anyone else is someone I haven't spoken to in, like, a long time. But we could also, like, reach out to people to get voices for the project. With Pleb, I'm not as worried about it.
The characters in Pleb have like very cartoony skin colors, or just like are straight up not human.
Yeah, there is some characters that are gonna come in though that are very human. Issue 1 is definitely not highlighting a lot of them, but there is going to be a lot of human characters. But I'm not as worried about it with Pleb because I think that Pleb could be released without a dub. I want to do a dub because I just like to picture things I work on with like voices and music and all of that. But I think Pleb would be fine without it. Nelman is kind of like on the verge of like, it's like somewhere in a line between animated show and comic. You know, I don't Nelman, I'm like trying to figure out how I want to go about presenting it because Pleb is gonna basically stay a comic. Nelman, I like the idea of like having animation in there, you know? Whoops.
Don't forget about the good wasp.
There's the good wasp, and I haven't given up on that one. That one would be full animation, but it's like I think that animating that is like very plausible. I even think I have like some form of like proof of concept in the storyboard I've done so far. But I just needed a break from it because I was getting really tired of storyboarding that first episode, but gotta dedicate more time to it and just get it done. I think start of next year I'd like to give it another whirl. Because it started as my big 2022 project, and then a few months in, it just completely switched over to Pleb and Nelman. Nelman could not be an animated project because there's just too many stories I want to do, but I would like I said, I like the Homestuck approach, you know? I'd like to do something in that vein where it's like, I liked that Homestuck had animations thrown in. I liked that Homestuck was able to, like, have, like, a single image for, like, a panel, but they also had, like, little movement going on with the characters, even if it was just, like, a character shaken. And I never even read a lot of Homestuck. It's just their presentation was something I respected. The way they went about it, keeping it, like, it made it, like, really unique. And I don't even know if Homestuck's necessarily the first one to do it. It's just the first one that I noticed doing that, where it was, like, fully taking advantage of it being a webcomic over a printed comic. It was doing everything that you could do through it being a comic you read, like, on your computer screen. You couldn't do a print of Homestuck. It wouldn't work. And that's kind of the same thing I want to do with Nelman. But with Pleb, I could easily. I'm never gonna do anything too complicated with Pleb. The dub will be a different experience from the comic, but you can read the comic. Like if you listen to the dub, you'll get to kind of get like a better idea of what like tone wise what I'm going for sometimes, because like there'll be like specific voices and audio to kind of point it in that direction, like both with like the like there'll be timing with the dub, um there'll be like certain tones that maybe you have a hard time just reading, just like that you'll have a hard time interpreting just by reading. But I want to the simple option to just read it to always be there. In fact, that will always be the version that gets released first, is the non-dub version. But I want to do the dub just because there's like I think, like, for example, that Amazon skit at the very beginning, I think that with a voiceover that will be funnier than it is just by reading it.
Release the dub, and enough people have read it to the point where, like, wait a minute, these aren't what these characters sound like. This is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, honest to God, they're like, I could imagine if like something like Pleb like did pick up any like sort of audience. A lot of people might become too invested with how they picture the character sounding, and they might not want to listen to the dub at all. Like, you could like read Pleb and not picture Stort's voice to him even remotely.
Matt is so much more confident in his drawing than I am. I could never just draw with pen and then nothing else.
I like that approach.
The problem is I hate the whole process of like penciling stuff in and then erasing all that, and then it's so, it doesn't work for me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, ultimately, you gotta do what's gonna make you actually work on it. Go ahead, Mitzi, sorry.
I like it because I have more control.
I like doing tablet drawings just because, I don't know, it's mainly just because I can color it in. I can color it in easily, I should say, because if you wanted to, like, color a frame in by, a shot in by hand, oh my god. It's dedication, you've got my respect, but...
I still color things by hand, even on my... like, as in, like, taking a pen, like, my pen and going, like...
I mean, hey, that's...
Still bucketing it.
It gives you more control. It's honestly harder. It's a lot fucking harder, but it gives you more control.
Like, often there are things in my art style that I worry would not translate to tablet. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, I draw Drew's hair all curly. Just like pencil style, pen style, circle, 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 circle. Or even like Shu's robe, it's kind of tattered, and cape. And it's kind of tattered, and I can kind of communicate that well with pen, and I don't know how well I'd be able to communicate that.
It's kind of about finding, like, the best brush, honestly.
Another thing I like about it is the ability to assist myself in drawing other shots. Like, this page right here, there is a lot of shots of Pleb that look identical with, like, a minor facial change. But none of the drawings are, like, fully recycled. I do trace over, but, like, every single one of them is a different drawing. None of the drawings are actually repeated here. I think maybe the shot of the hand, the two panels that are close up on the hand, I think maybe those are identical. But that's the only one. But
trying to find a comfortable place to sit on the ground.
But I do like having the option to just copy and paste so I can keep the position consistent, so I can keep enough features consistent. Like, the hair isn't consistent in these shots. Pleb's hair in the first panel looks very different from the hair in the final panel. Like, there's a lot of details off. The ear changes sizes a couple of times, but but I do like having the ability to, like, just kind of keep him in a somewhat similar position via doing that. Now I need to color him in or decolor him. And I was wrong. There actually is one more line that I gotta put into this scene.
I just need to erase because I fuck up a lot.
I fuck up a lot too. I just start the drawing over.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Please. Do you have any idea how like sad I would be if just like every time I had to start from the beginning? I'd be tormented.
My plan currently is still to just scan pages of Shu and Drew, but like if I do like a really good drawing and then fuck up later on the page, I am absolutely open to just like editing the two together in Photoshop.
Is that what his font normally is? What the fuck? Fuck you. Fuck you. That can't be what I usually use as fucking jinxes. Yeah, no, I don't. It's not even close. Jeez, okay, yeah, it looks really bad. I don't understand why the font isn't there anymore as one of my defaults. I definitely use that font a lot. Alright, so that's the final line of issue 1 right there, but I think at least. Might be forgetting another one, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the pages are all gonna be silent.
Is it 509? Alright.
That is 88 pages of Pleb complete.
Jesus.
Yeah.
88 entire pages.
I will delete the previous page that only featured one of them filled in and put the new one up. Oh, that one took a while to draw. Shouldn't have, but it did. And now I really need to listen to the music that I'm going to incorporate. I need to be realistically, I need to mute my desktop every time I check it because I like this. This is a song that might have copyright issues.
want to You want to stay on with Michael and keep drawing, or do you want to watch a movie?
That's fine.
Okay. Michael, we'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Have a good birthday, Matt.
Thank you.
And I will continue listening to the Hedgehog music. No, this isn't the Hedgehog music. This is the song I'm using.
Everyone has a choice to make, to be loved or to free. I told you once I felt invisible and
I'm gonna mute. I am gonna mute my desktop audio. This is too risky to play this on stream. Let me listen, okay. Then, shot of Pleb. Here, I'll share what I'm working on, but I'm just not gonna share the audio because even though I do plan on using it in a YouTube video, doing it on a live stream is just a risk. I don't care about using copyright music, just I don't want the stream to get taken down. So this is a fantasy sequence that Pleb is having now, because he just pictured what life could be if he chooses to embrace the anger he's feeling towards his old bully, Jinx. But now this is another path he can take where he doesn't do that. And instead lets Jinx go and tries this hero thing out. So we have two shots here where I don't have to do the entire thing again. Wait. Ken approaches. I'm going to change that to Pleb stands on the hill looking down, holding his sword. Ken should be like the map guy in this scene. fuck it. I'm gonna unmute it and let it play. Because I don't know how this part of the stream's even remotely listenable if I don't do that. However, I'm also going to turn a light on soon, Jesus. In fact, my brightness could also go up, that's right. Yeah, that's better. I forgot that I had it down. I turned it down like when I was visiting my friend Stuart. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of make a sequence here and plan out the rest of the shots I need for this issue. And I'm just going to start drawing. It's going to take a while to do this scene. This is like, I'm finally done with essentially what is like the big scene for this. The big climax for this issue. Which is completely dialogue free and it all needs to be expressed through the visuals. And it's going to be very difficult. And it's probably going to be super flawed, but I'm going to give it my all. And I'm also going to try not to take forever to make it. But I'm going to need to be pretty consistent with working on this if I'm going to get it done. So, it's the beginning of a journey, this final scene of Pleb. So, this shot right here, we already have in there. Pleb is closing his eyes to imagine. I think the time and I was a little bit off there. Let's fix that. The second the lyrics come in is when the shot should come up. So Pleb stands on a hill, looking down, holding his sword. Again, this is all fantasy in Pleb's head.
Everyone has a choice to make.
And then that's a good, going with the music. It's good to cut there to the next shot, which is just going to be very similar. Not going to have to draw a separate background for it. I plan on these being pages, like these being shots that take up the entire page.
To be loved or to be free.
We have to kind of approach and excitement.
I told you once I felt invisible, and I'm sure by now.
I think in this shot we could just have like a silhouette of them traveling. I might be spelling the shit wrong, but I don't care. Just giving myself notes.
You see,
Have like a cool background, we can make it like an evening shot.
what I meant is I'm not all there.
The second until comes in.
Till I
Or maybe I want to do them.
all there.
It's like, you hear like a string come in.
Till I find. Till
I don't know. I might actually want to go with the lyric. Like when he says until, might be a good place to do that.
till I finally leave.
That's definitely a cue right there to cut.
Some loneliness is acceptable. Ivy crawls up the garden wall, builds a ladder toward, and I'm sure by now to be free.
I'm just gonna say goblin for now. I might pick a different creature, but basically a creature approaches them. Pleb and Ken panic. So yeah, Pleb is not giving himself the most charitable depiction in his own fantasy. A female sage comes in and defeats the monster, joining their party. So he's kind of imagining the people he might meet if he does this.
Some loneliness is acceptable.
Shot of the three of them traveling.
Acceptable.
And this is a song that I've been in a huge debate of using because I don't know how much of it's actually relevant to the scene. But it feels right to me, and I think enough of the lyrics are relevant. Granted, I have always meant to actually look up what the song means, just in case I'm like heavily misinterpreting it. I don't think there's much to misinterpret though. This is a song that I feel like describes Pleb pretty well as a character. He is, I don't know.
Sun's just out
He's not happy.
till I finally leave. Some loneliness is acceptable. The sun's just out.
Sometimes I'm afraid of like interpreting lyrics that I interpret some things way too literally. Like I miss metaphorical purposes to certain lines, and then it's like I'm using it just because of the words that are being said, not because of what they actually mean. But I like the line there about loneliness. I think like some loneliness is acceptable, but some's just downright mean or outright mean. Because I see Pleb as a character who is like very lonely, very fucking lonely. Like Ken is the first friend that this guy has had basically his entire life. You know, he has his father and he loves his father. But there has been like he's a character that is kind of introverted. He likes to be a little bit of a little bit of loneliness, which is why I like that line, but it's also just like his existence has been nothing but that though. And I think that adds to the character. I think that makes it more interesting. Because he wants a little bit of it, but he doesn't want to be that alone. He doesn't want to feel that lost and disconnected from the world, but he is right now. And, you know, he can continue to work at Quickies, where, you know, life will be comfortable at least. I mean, comfortable enough, but he's not really going to be happy. It's just going to be familiar. He's not going to be doing anything crazy. Where this is like a path that is legitimately crazy. It's a crazy one for him to take, but it might... he stands a chance at happiness if he does that.
Right, this is acceptable. This sun's just outright mean. It gets easy. It gets easy.
So this next shot, I want like it to be like a muscle character. I know it's kind of a vague description, but so. So yeah, just basically he's picturing the idea of like actually having like these connections in his life during this scene. And right here at this part.
Ivy crawls up the garden wall. Ivy crawls up. Ivy crawls up the.
Still not right.
Ivy crawls up the.
So that's the end of the fantasy sequence. It's a pretty short sequence. Here we're going to return to normal panel form because I imagine all of those shots being a whole page. I want them to be like big shots for this. But now we're back to the panels for this ending. Pleb opens his eyes. And he's going to be brought back to what his reality is right now. Which, in this particular scene, is going to be the image of a devastated man. Come on, fuck off. I'm hitting alt. Piece of shit.
And the sun goes down. And the sun goes down. And the stars come out. And the stars come out. In the in the distance that I felt, I can see it for myself now. So here, so here we in the
Okay. Just kind of want to play this back one more time and kind of picture it. I know I've been quiet, but I felt like I was overexploded at a point.
They say everyone has a choice to make, to be loved or to be free. I told you once I felt invisible, and I'm sure by now you see that what I meant is I'm not all there until I finally leave. loneliness is acceptable, and some's just outright mean. It gets even. Ivy crawls up the garden wall, builds a ladder towards the sun. Can't be climbed, but who's gonna mind if I claim it can be done? Illusion. And the sun goes down, and the stars come out. In the distance that I felt, I can see it for myself now. So here we go, and it's beautiful. Get your trumpet, get your drum. Keeping time in a second line, it can make you feel so young. I know you say you.
I don't know how much of the song we use for the credits. Just depends on how much I need for the. Again, that's for the dub.
Here we go, man, it's beautiful. Get your beautiful, get your trumpet, get your drum. Keeping time in a second line, it can.
Okay. Gotta turn the light on. I'll be right back. more coffee. That line didn't process. Oh, it's because I'm using an eraser still. Why is this one? Yeah, I love this track. Why is it repeating? Fuck you. Track. This is from Unleashed, right? Yeah, it's the first one. I bet some too. A lot.
to make to be loved. They say everyone has a. They say everyone. They say everyone. They say everyone has a choice to make to be loved or to be free. I told you once I felt invisible, and I'm sure by now you see. What I meant is I'm not all there until I finally leave. Some loneliness is acceptable, and some's just outright mean. It gets even. Ivy crawls up the garden wall, builds a ladder towards the sun. Can't be climbed, but who's gonna mind if I claim it can be done? Illusion. And the sun goes down, and the stars come out.
All right. I've been at this for how long? 2 hours, 30 minutes. I think that's a fair amount of time to work on my little webcomic. Hop on to something else. I've been working a lot today. Alright, that closes another Pleb stream. Normally I do a thumbnail for the next stream, but I could real quick. No harm in picking a character to draw real quickly. Thing is, I've used all the main characters from issue 1 for the most part. We could use the Ladybug. Oh, we could use Dale. We haven't used Dale yet. Whereas that's Will's character. He's gonna... My buddy Will Brower's gonna voice him. Yeah, we definitely need Dale. Let's just do a quick drawing of Dale. Is the liquor store still going to be open? Because I have another stream I want to do, but I think that would, a trip to the liquor store would benefit me greatly before I do it. Where's the leaking point? I mean, is that it? Like, what the fuck? The ear is connected. Was the line not thick enough? I guess so. Pretty half-assed draw, no Dale, I won't deny it, but go for kind of like a boring yellow tannish color for the background. And I never switched my screen back, so rendering this whole portion pointless, but here, we'll get it going now. Well, didn't want to fucking share that. There we go. And then we'll just throw some half-ass shading on there and call it a stream. I want to do another stream for fun, but it'll probably be on a different channel. That is way too fucking high up. Here, you know what? Alright, well, the drawing sucks, but I'm using it. That's the Dale drawing. thumbnail for Dale. And this makes our 6th character thumbnail, and I feel like they get worse every single time, because the godlike one wasn't very good either. B-Dad looked nicer than any of them. I'm really fucking tired, but I think this next stream is livening me up because I'm gonna hop over to Spiny Norman and do 06, I think. Something could happen in between now and then that makes me not do that, but I'm gonna enjoy this coffee real quick. I'm also gonna check if Wine and Spirits is still open. The one in my town closes at 9. So I could go there right now and I'd be fine. My dog annoys me. I love her, but she annoys the shit out of me. She annoys the shit out of me. And if worse comes to worse, I could just stop at Wawa because we got a new one that sells beer now. But I'm preferring hard liquor, but I'm gonna have to make more than one stop if I do hard liquor because I don't have any mixers either. But I'm not really in the mood for beer. That's all I drank when I was with Stuart. Oh. Alrighty. Well, this was fun. Got some work done. Gonna do more tomorrow. We'll come back with another stream tomorrow. I'm just gonna try to knock this out this week. I'd like 1 week from now for Pleb issue 1 to be done, minus proofreading, because I need to go through, check for grammar mistakes, and just make little adjustments to the pages, add a page number to them, so on and so forth. Just correct little things. There might even be a drawing or two that I redo, but we'll be in the correction phase finally, which will be nice. And then we can start working on issue 2 finally. It's been a year-long project, this first issue, but we can at least say we're on issue 2 before the year's over. In the meantime, for the rest of the night, I would either like to do this stream and nothing else, or just edit some gameplay videos, edit something fun. That's really easy to make, because editing Let's Plays are fun. But working on this comic, it's like fun to an extent, but it gets old. But I want to finish it, and I want to move on, and it'll be fun again once I get to draw new characters, then I'll get tired of drawing. I don't know. Pleb has its ups and downs, but it is a story I want to tell, and I'm excited to continue telling. It's just a lot of work. And this is the outcome what we're looking at right now. Despite that work, this is what we get. This fucking awful illustration right here. The one I drew of Pleb earlier I liked better. This one. It's not like fucking amazing, but for what the series, considering what the series is, I think it's a nice shot. I don't know. Look, I'm not a perfectionist here with the art. I just want to tell a story to my own ability. And I think this is something. I gotta practice these fucking backgrounds. Am I 27?
Yeah.